Hey guys, so there's a few of you that have had issues with the sales sequence in Freshsales. So I've set it up now where it's at a place where it's working properly. So I just want to show you really quickly. I'm going to go through all of these before we hit 4:30. So what happens with them? Okay. So I'm just going to set it so the time is right for Brisbane. It's 3:57, so I'm going to set it for 16. I'm going to save and start. Okay, active. So the first thing what I'm doing here is making sure that the time zone for when the sales sequence executes is correct. So I want to make sure that it hits at 4 p.m. so you can actually see it happen live. So you can see here that in Brisbane, it's 4 p.m. in like 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm just saving and starting. And then we're going to the last one, which is this one here. And just make sure we're good for the time. Good. And we want to go to turn off. Sorry, I'm going to turn on edit sequence. And then the time needs to come out at 16. So save and start. Okay, so before I do anything more, I'm just going to assign all of these leads, assign them to a certain sequence. So I'm going to actually just assign them to the RBB, NOV, ManyChat, and Facebook sequence. Okay, so I've assigned them to a sequence. And now you'll see in the activities dashboard here what will happen. So I just mark complete. Okay. Is at 4 p.m., which is 4 p.m. Brisbane time, the activities will come through here. So just wait for that to happen. Okay, cool. So just give it a minute. And so basically what you want to do is there's a little bug in Freshsales right now which we can overcome. The bug is this: you can't have. Well, first of all, let me just explain how the sequence works. So what happens in a sequence is a task gets executed for each day once the lead gets put into the sequence. So you can see here we've got day 1, day 2, day 3. On day 1, it sends an SMS. Day 2, it sends an SMS. And day 3, it sends an SMS. And so the issue is you cannot have more tasks per day. You can't have more than one task per day in a single sequence for some reason, and that's a bug on Freshsales' part. So what I've done, just for now, this is a non-optimal way, but this is what we need to do for now. Is I've set up a separate sequence for each different follow-up modality. Now, follow-up modality, well, I'm just going to say follow-up type. So we've got one for SMS, one for email, one for ManyChat. So I've got a separate sequence for day 1, day 2, day 3 with pre-inputted email templates. And then in ManyChat and Facebook, we you'll see actually come up the ManyChat follow-up task very soon. So if we go to here, and if we just refresh that, we just don't want to have overdue tasks, so we'll apply it here. Okay, so let's just make sure this is all done properly. So it looks like they haven't come through yet for some reason. Maybe because the time was too close and I need to give it a little bit more time. I'm just going to check within the lead section whether they've come through. Nope. Okay. So anyway, my really cool example, which was supposed to work just then, didn't work for some reason. Maybe it'll work. Let me just try and like go in a different window. Let's just see if it works that way. Still not working. Okay. So anyway, what should have happened is, and what happened earlier today, is that when you set the sales sequence for the correct time, okay, so we've got this to run on Sunday. So what you do is, let me just do it from scratch. And then we'll get this to, so you can really understand how this works. So we've got someone watching. Is that you, Pedro? If that's you, then it's worth me going through this. So all the way in the activities dashboard, we'll start here. You want to go down to sales sequences. Now what you want to do is create a sales sequence for, so if it's for your gym, so do gym name and then do the offer. So this one is the 30-day, and then we've got the follow-up type. I'm not going to use the word modality because it's just too complicated. Email, okay? Now what you want to do, and this is important, is click add leads to sequence, and you want to make sure that they're new leads, okay? And you want to make sure you change the time zone to the right time. You've got Brisbane. This gym is in Brisbane, which is GMT plus 10. And then we actually want to set these to come out on midday. And we're going to, let's not exclude weekends. Okay, so now once you got that set up, add leads to sequence, new leads. Make sure the time zone's correct. And then you've got the actual time you want it to come out there. All these little things, if they're not done properly, it'll ruin the whole follow-up, and you just start questioning the existence, the meaning of life and existence. So what you want to do is click add email. Okay, obviously you've got pre-formatted emails here, which we go through in a separate video within our portal. Now you just want to make sure there's no condition, choose the right email and click. Yeah, that's fine. And actually what you don't want to do is turn off link to unsubscribe, and then you want to click send. Okay, so next one, choose the second email template for day 2. So make sure it's day 2, and then save. Okay, and now the last one is day 3, and then email number 3, spear, save. Okay, and you want to go save and start. So the next one will start on Monday. So let's check this out. Sequence saved successfully, so they say. Okay, 30-day email, good. The next run will be on Sunday for any new leads that have come through. Now we've got the next one, so I'm actually going to turn this off because we don't need it. So if there's someone live that's watching, just comment, and so I can see who it is. And if you have any specific questions for me, just let me know. So let's delete this here, email. We'll delete that because we've already set the new one up. And now we're going to set up the, if you know what, with this one, I'm just going to make it so it doesn't run on the weekend. I'm just going to exclude weekends, so it'll start the next one on Monday. So we'll click save and start. Sales sequence, okay. So 30-day emails done, next one's on Monday. Now we've got November, ManyChat, and Facebook follow-up, okay? So I'm just going to delete that because we're going to do the same thing again. So you're going to go create sales sequence. I'm going to call this RBB 30-day ManyChat. Okay, so what this means is you follow up these clients in ManyChat. So I'll go into ManyChat now. Okay, 2 people watching. I hope I'm in the group. Yeah, I'm in the group. Cool. So these are all Bex leads that have come in since like Friday. So she's had 12 leads, and 9 of them have come through the little follow-up system we got in ManyChat. So what you can do is just go audience, and you can see here all the people that are subscribed. And then I reckon you can even filter by the growth tool you used. Yeah. So the growth tool here, first one with me, is this one. And so you can actually go in and start a chat with these people, right? So if for example, you know, she can't get a hold of Christine Kirk, then what she can do is go here, click the person, and then go start chat, and then just like follow up this way, and it will go straight to their Facebook inbox. Another thing you can do, so this is going into audience, and then so you go audience, and then you make sure the filter is the specific growth tool that was used. But the other thing you can do is go broadcast. So you can do a new broadcast, and this is where things can get pretty cool. So like, if someone gives you their number, you can actually send them an SMS using ManyChat. So if you have part of your ManyChat stack to ask for their SMS, then you can do that. But typically you can just do Messenger, right? So you can say something like, hey everyone, or actually no, you wouldn't say that. You'd say this. You'd say, hey name, this is Shana from Raw by Bex. So Shana's the girl that I work with from Bex Gym. Hey, first name, this is Shana from Raw by Bex. Saw that you opted in for our 30-day challenge. Are you still like, or maybe something like this, when can we chat about your goals? Okay, so I do that, right? And then just go next, non-promotional content, and then you just keep going. So once you go next, click non-promotional content. You got to select a tag, just like community alert. It's just a bit weird, that whole thing. Now, note that I'm sending this broadcast to 175 users. So you want to make sure that the broadcast is specific to the people within that growth tool that have come through that chatbot, so to speak. So that's how you do that. So to make it really easy, you can set up like a sequence. And so like I'll explain the whole purpose of this Freshsales madness so people understand like what's it all for. Like obviously it's more advanced than just having a spreadsheet. So we're going to go new leads again. Yes. 12, we want to exclude weekends, so we'll just do task, ManyChat, script 1. And on this, you want to make sure that the time is still, you got to change the time for tasks because Freshsales have these little slip. Freshsales have like pitfalls at every stop in the road, but that's all right. It's still a good service, but there are these little things that you got to watch for. So then we got add task here, change to day 2, and we'll make it 12, and then we'll do ManyChat script 2. You know, I'll probably do this on day 3, to be honest. I would give them a little bit of time than following up on Facebook twice. It's too heavy. And then I'd probably do a day 5. So this is why it's good. Like you can spread it out a little bit so that you're not, you know, ramming messages down people's throats. That's not what we want to do. We want to try and get them engaged. So this was script 3. And the other one was actually supposed to be script 2, so I'm just going to change that to script 2. Okay, I think I just changed it to 3 because it's day 3. Now, yep, so we got the right time. Good. Let's just make sure that the right time zone is selected. Okay, cool. So save and start. So that is set up now. So now we've got the 30-day ManyChat sequence. So just what happens is you go to activities. So the whole purpose of having Freshsales is that you can go to the activities dashboard and look at what tasks you've got to do. So what will happen here is it will say call reminder, it will say follow up on ManyChat, and then it sends the emails and SMSs automatically. And then what you can actually do, and this is what Jimmy did, right, is you can see like the success rate. So we had the email here. Well, it was another campaign where you could actually see that 33% of people had opened the email. So, you know, 67% of people are not seeing it. So that's why you want to use it in this format. So let's just do the last 2. So we still got SMSs and we still got, now I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to edit it because now I've shown you guys how to use it. So RBB 30-day SMS, okay. And then just do the hyphen so it's all has the same naming convention. So I want to make it 12 GMT Brisbane, exclude weekends. So we get day 1, day 2, day 3. So you can see 2 SMSs have been sent out. It did work. Yep. Oh, don't change. So that's all good. So let's go to sales sequence. You know what, guys? I'm probably going to get a Freshsales rep to come and give us like a talk on this so that's all set up correctly. Okay, so we've got to fix this again. It's not, hasn't, because I made a mistake before. So RBB 30-day SMS. Cool. So 12, making sure it's midday. Brisbane. 1, 2, 3 SMSs have come through. And yeah, that's it. Add new leads. Yep. Now, this is like how it automatically adds new leads. You can also add these leads manually. Okay, so the next run, why is it saying that? The next run is on Sunday. Exclude weekends. That's it. Good. And the next run should be Monday at 12 p.m. Okay, good. Okay, so the last one, guys. I know this stuff is riveting. You go to create sales sequence and we're going to go classic sequence. We'll make it 12. Remember this stuff here, Brisbane, and then exclude weekends, and we'll go. Don't do call reminder because for some reason call reminder doesn't show up on the activities dashboard. Don't ask why. Freshsales in their unmatched wisdom decided that they I don't know, whatever. So 12. Yep, that's good. And then we'll add another one. Call lead. I'll do task on day 2 again, and then I'll bump the next call to day 4. Okay. One, two, four. Okay, cool. Exclude weekends. Add leads to sequence. We want the new leads. Okay, so yeah, we want that. 2 leads, and then bang. That's all set up. So next run is Monday at 12. Okay, see, I've made a mistake here. You don't want to set up phone call reminders. You want to make sure that they're all tasks. And when I say task, is you got 4 options here: email, task, call reminder, SMS. Call reminders don't show up under the activities dashboard. So set up call reminder on day 4, 12. Okay, I'll get rid of this because we want to have a task. So call lead at 4, day 4 at midday, save, and then, yep, okay, so that's all good. Now, typically, okay, cool. In a way, I like it that we can break it, like optimally, I would break up these 4 sequences into only 2. Like I'd combine maybe the calls and the ManyChat into one, and then the emails and the SMS into one if it wasn't bugging. But because I think having them all in one follow-up sequence is just too intense, and it's just going to be like, what am I looking at here? So anyway, let me just name this. So we got RBB 30 day. This is calls. Okay. I'm going to say, okay, good. Okay, so sales sequences, bam, bam, bam. That's all set up. Now, what you want to do, if you want to manually add them, which I am, I'm going to have to go through this 4 times, which is insane, but that's what you got to do. I'm going to assign it to, no, I'm going to add to sequence. So you're going to add it to the SMS sequence, save. Okay. It failed to subscribe those 3 leads because they're already in that sequence. Okay, so done SMS, now email. Yep, that's good. Now we're going to add to sequence. We're going to go ManyChat. Oh yeah. Yep, 11 leads, and now we're going to go to calls and save. 11 leads subscribed successfully. Amazing. So let's just go to the sales sequences, and it will actually say how many leads have come in. 13 leads have entered the sequence. Hallelujah. So let's just do them one by one. Okay, SMS is good. Email. 13 is good. 13 is good. 13 is good. Bang. Okay, so they're all set up correctly. Now, guys, the whole point of this is so that you can streamline your follow-up. The ultimate like scenario with this is that you only have to go to activities dashboard, and then you make sure that it's clicked to today. Sometimes you might need to look at overdue tasks and apply that tag. So, okay, so you remember when I did that, the one before where I set the sales sequence to 4 p.m., it looks like the ManyChat follow-up has come up on each of these. So this is cool. So this is a good example. So like this is like how it would look like. You'd open ManyChat, you'd open Freshsales, God, so many apps, and then you'd look at all of the tasks. So you get Emily Begley, ManyChat follow-up. Emily, I'm sorry, we're going to, you've got all these names of people. Okay, so let's go to Emily Jade Begley here. Okay, so we're going to go to Emily, and then you just go start chat, and then bam, 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 go through the scripting. And then what you do is you go, whoop, wrong one. You go like this, mark complete. And then you say the outcome, like obviously if she's not there, you just say left message, right? Save. And then you go through Jessie. Okay, Jessie McKay. And find Jessie McKay here. Here she is. She's subscribed. You go start chat. Ask her about a drink. Just kidding. And then just go mark complete. And you just say left message. Bam. Done. And so then it would also have like a call reminder. So to do the call, you go into their lead, and then their phone would be there. And then you could integrate. And what's cool here actually too is Emily's showing her Facebook, so you can actually go straight to her profile page. If we had one guy who did that, who went to everyone's profile page and followed up that way, and his conversion rate was ridiculous. Like, you can push this as far as you want, guys. It just, like, if you're the owner and you've got staff, like, you want to make this as systematic as possible, and you don't want you to go crazy, because that was like the owner who did that. So yeah, that's what you'd do if it was a call follow-up. So yeah, you just go through all of these and then you're done. So that is the ideal situation. And in a sense, the sales sequences, and this is pretty good. Now, to make sure that the leads go through these sequences, you would you want to make sure that you either manually add them, or you specifically add new leads to the sequence. Or if you want to make it even more, you know what? I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. You just want to make sure you click add leads and they're new leads. That's it. Okay. New leads. Cool. Now I'm just trying to think if that's everything. So for Shana and Emily that will be watching this, all you got to know is that everything will come through here. So this is, only you guys know, like, whether these people have actually booked in. I know a few people have, pardon me. So you guys have just got to go through this, follow up on ManyChat, but every task associated with these leads will come into the activities dashboard now. If you can't see anything, I would just go open activities and make sure that overdue tasks is turned on, and that's it. Anyway, guys, if you are watching, I'd be keen to know who's actually watching this. Hopefully it was really helpful to you guys. This is like a live video within live video. It is Pedro. So tasks is turned on, and that's it. Anyway, guys, if you are watching, okay, we've got Dave too. All right. Anyway, guys, I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully that made sense. Dave, if you're using Freshsales right now, that is like an issue that has come up time and again with this sales sequence thing. You need to make sure you don't have, it's so complicated, but you don't want to have multiple tasks on the same day within one sequence. You can have multiple tasks on the same day, but each task needs to be done in a separate sales sequence. So the way that I've done it is I've broken it up between SMS, email, ManyChat, and calls. And so that's how that works. I think this is a really strong way to follow up, but until they fix that bug with Freshsales, you've got to do it that way. It's not that bad, but hopefully that makes sense, guys, and have a fantastic weekend. Just hitting the half-an-hour mark on this video. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.